Dear students, this is your English literature class, and today we are going to study about a very fantastic poem, Go and Catch a Falling Star. The poem prescribed in your syllabus, BA second year in English literature, paper first, unit A. So the poem Go and Catch a Falling Star was composed by John Donne. John Donne was born in 1572 and died in 1631. John Donne belongs to Jacobean age. If we see the time period of Jacobean age, the time period of Jacobean age was 1603 to 1625. So obviously John Donne belongs to Jacobean age, and at that time James I was the ruler in England. So that's why the age is known as Jacobean age, and the age is also known as the age of John Donne, because John Donne was the famous writer, poet at that time. So Go and Catch a Falling Star, very remarkable and very interesting poem by John Donne. And John Donne belongs to Jacobean age, and the time period of Jacobean age is 1603 to 1625. John Donne is known for his sensual style, for his love poems, for his religious poems, and for his abrupt openings. We see that John Donne uses an abrupt opening in his poems and preeminent representative of the metaphysical poets. Metaphysical conceit. When we talk about John Donne, so metaphysical conceits always runs parallel, because John Donne was the master of metaphysical conceit. John Donne uses metaphysical conceits in his poetries. So metaphysical conceit, if we divide into two parts, metaphysics and conceit. Metaphysics, fundamental nature of reality, coined by the critic Samuel Johnson. So the concept metaphysics was coined by the critic Samuel Johnson, and John Donne also uses metaphysical conceits in his poetries. And here, conceit means occult comparison. So John Donne was good at creating unusual unions. We see in metaphysical conceit, we see unusual unions between different elements in order to illustrate his points. And in the poem Go and Catch a Falling Star, we see John Donne uses so many metaphysical conceits, so many occult comparison, and if we talk about the main theme of the poem, it is impossible to catch a falling star, just as it is impossible to find a fair and faithful girl in the world. So the poem composed by John Donne, and John Donne says in his poem that it is impossible to find a fair and faithful girl in the world. It means a girl who is fair can't be faithful. Both characteristics can't be found in a girl, according to John Donne. And if we see the title, Go and Catch a Falling Star, it is an impossible task to catch a falling star. We can't catch a falling star, just as it is impossible to find a fair and faithful girl in the world. So here John Donne makes a comparison, and he tries the emphasis upon his theory that we can't find a beautiful and a loyal girl in the world. According to John Donne, if a girl is beautiful, can't be faithful, and if a girl is faithful, can't be beautiful. So the poet mentions the inconstancy of beautiful girls. So in the poem, the poet mentions inconstancy of beautiful girls. So in the poem, Go and Catch a Falling Star, the poet John Donne mentions many impossible occult comparisons. We see in the poem, to get human body from the root of mandrake plant. We can't get human body from the root of mandrake plant. So it is an impossible task to get human body from the root of mandrake plant. The mandrake plant looks like human being. The mandrake plant looks like human being, but we can't get human body from the root of mandrake plant. And it is also an impossible task, an impossible thing to hear the songs of the mermaids. We can't hear the songs of the mermaids and change the human nature like envy, honesty. These are the natural instinct of a human being. And a human being can change his nature at any rate. And the poet gives an example of a person who having supernatural powers. The poet mentions that a person who is born with supernatural power, and can see invisible objects, and can see invisible objects, the objects which can't be seen by common people. And he writes 10,000 days and nights. And when he returns, he can tell the stories of his great adventure travel. So, when the person who is having supernatural power comes at home after writing 10,000 days and nights, and the person can tell very adventurous stories, but the person will be unable to tell you about a beautiful and faithful girl. The person will tell you everything and very extraordinary things which he has seen in his travel, but he says that he hasn't found any fair and faithful girl in the world. So the poet John Donne counts so many impossible things, and the poet wants to justify his theme. What is his theme? It is impossible to find a fair and faithful lady in the world. So the poet says it is an impossible task. And similarly, the poet counts so many impossible tasks. Next, and at the end of the poem, the poet John Donne mentions that if anyone can tell about fair and faithful girl, the place would be a pilgrimage. Pilgrimage, a very holy place. So, a place where a fair and faithful girl lives. So the place will be a holy place according to John Donne. But John Donne mentions that that girl would not be faithful for a long time. The girl would not be faithful for a long time, and it would be useless to go there. So this is your Go and Catch a Falling Star by John Donne. And in the poem, John Donne mentions that we can't find a fair and faithful lady in the world, and John Donne counts so many impossible things, or we can say John Donne mentions so many occult comparison, because he wants to justify his theme that it is impossible to find a fair and faithful girl in the world. So this is your Go and Catch a Falling Star by